Konnichiwa, Infosys, and a very warm welcome to this edition of Culture Cafe, the only cafe in the world where we talk about customs, cultures, and many different countries. I am Aarti and I'm extremely excited to present to you today Japan, the land of the rising sun, with our very own special guest that I will introduce to you in a little while. So what comes to your mind when you think of Japan? Kimono-clad women, samurai films, or suit-clad businessmen? Is it mist-shrouded hills, or lightning-fast bullet trains, ancient temples, or futuristic cities? Well, whatever image that you might be having of Japan is probably accurate because it's all there. Let me take this opportunity to introduce to you Mr. Takushi Ode, our very own special guest for today, who is interning with us at Infosys and will help us today to get more intimate with Japan. Konnichiwa, Takushi.
Konnichiwa.
And a very warm welcome to Culture Cafe. For starters, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
My name is Takushi from the University of Tokyo. My project here at the Infosys is marketing for life science group. So I do some market research for Japanese pharmaceutical industry and also think about the marketing strategies for Japanese life science companies.
So I see that you're interning with us at InStep, Infosys' global internship program. You've spent 8 weeks here, and often when we talk to interns about India, we like to describe it in one word: diversity. So throwing that question back at you, let me ask you, if you were to describe Japan in one single word, which one would that be and why?
One word. Okay. It's a hard question, but maybe harmony. Because unlike in India, Japan is a very homogeneous country in terms of the ethnic background and also the language. So people all around Japan can communicate in Japanese without any problems. And also people respect all the rules and regulations. So even when the earthquake happened last year, there were not many cases of stealing or public unrest. So we respect the harmony of the community and also the country as well.
Another thing that we commonly hear when we hear of the Japanese is the importance of hierarchy in the life of Japanese people. So talking to us on these lines, can you tell our viewers a little more about how important is social and business etiquette in the life of the Japanese?
I think it's very important, especially in traditional Japanese companies. The corporate structure is very hierarchical. So if you are talking to your boss or your clients, you have to do it in a certain way. The language you use, the way you behave has to be very formal. So for example, if you are giving the business card to a superior, you have to do it in a certain way.
All right. Can we demonstrate that for our viewers who might be going for business trips to Japan?
So you have to stand up and off the table.
All right. Imagining I'm the superior here.
You are superior.
Okay.
Like this.
Do I bow as well?
Yes, sure.
A little bit? Okay. Thank you, Takushi. Wow, that was a good demonstration. Might be pretty useful when I go to Japan.
Okay.
And are all Japanese companies like these, or maybe the new companies that we have of the younger generation, are they different?
It's very different, especially the young companies and companies in IT industry are more flexible because people working for these companies are young and also open and slightly different from the older generation. So it depends on the type of company and also the industry as well. But in general, for Japanese companies, the business and social etiquette is very important.
Takushi, I'm sure many of our viewers would like to know from you a few top tips that they should use while they travel to Japan.
The first tip is you should choose the right season to come to Japan, because in summer it's very hot, in winter it's too cold, and in June it keeps raining most of the days. So I suggest you come in April or autumn because it's the best seasons to come. And second tip is you should follow the traffic lights, traffic rules in general.
You had quite a scare when you came to India for the first time.
So don't cross the street as you like, just follow the traffic lights. And the third tip is don't talk on your mobile phone when you are on a train, for example, because trains are considered as a public place, so you're supposed to keep quiet. So it's a very different from other countries, but on train you have to keep quiet and not talking on the phone.
Okay.
And the fourth tips is you don't need to do the bargain in Japan.
Okay.
In most of the places, whether on shopping or taking cabs, the prices are mostly fixed, so you don't need to do the bargaining. Although I do enjoy bargaining in India,
I'm sure.
but you don't have to do it in Japan. And the last tip from me is you should learn some simple Japanese phrases, because Japanese people are nice, but if you know some Japanese phrases, people will be more, especially nice to you.